Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Who's He TV. I'm Miss T, and tonight we are going to get into a whole bunch of stuff. And when I say a whole bunch of stuff, it's a whole bunch of stuff. Now, let me give you a little bit of background here. So, I usually enjoy talking about health and wellness topics, and sometimes I get into a little of the mess if there's something to be gotten into. But for the most part, I really enjoy talking about health and wellness because I've had a career in the medical field for the last 22 years. Also, I am a mother, a grandmother, and above all else, I am a woman who has many tasks. Uh, I shouldn't even say many tasks. I'm a woman who has many talents. Okay, I'm a woman who has many talents. So, with that being said, we have a lot to discuss. So, fatigue. For those of you who are not familiar with the term fatigue, it means you're just burnt out. You no longer have any enthusiasm in regards to a topic. And that's how I feel about politics, which we'll get to in a minute. First up, we need to get into Kevin Hart and Tasha K. Because I was like, what in the what? Now, I have no idea how to move this around. But anyway, you see here, Kevin Hart has decided to get a restraining order. He's trying to get a restraining order against Tasha K. And it's just not making sense to me. Not making sense to me at all. You want to know why it's not making any sense to me? Because the bottom line is he did whatever he wanted to do at the time. And he, as far as him going in and out of his marriage, he entrusted this assistant to be there for him, and that's who he chose. Tasha had nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that at all. I'm in the at this point of it all, I'm just over it. I'm over hearing about Kevin Hart and his infidelities. I'm over hearing about all things Valentine's Day. I'm over the fact that the soil is out in the store. Yes, the soil's out in the store as we speak. Meanwhile, we're getting piles and piles of snow all over the place. So I'm tired of that as well. So I'm just over it. Like each of these subject matters has just drained me. But we're going to break down a couple of things here. Before we do that, I do want to briefly state that Jamie Foxx, our beloved Jamie Foxx, is back to work. And I am going to share this with you right this second. If you can see here that Jamie's back to work and he is uh, living his best life, I guess. He's back to work. He's feeling good. I don't know why that's really a topic of discussion at this point. I have no idea why that's a topic of discussion, especially when, we're happy for him that he's back to work. But what does that have to do with anything? We are in the middle of something big. And every time you get these breaking news stories, which is another reason why I'm fatigued, my phone blows up about stupid stuff, but no one talks about the important topics at hand. We are in the middle of something huge right now, people. Pay attention. Stop. It's like you looking at a glass that's half full right now. Look at the full picture. Okay. Look at the full picture. It doesn't make any sense for all of us to engage in all this foolery when we have real issues at hand. Now, last episode, I believe, or maybe the time before that, we discussed why I felt it was important for you to stock up on your canned goods and your perishables. Did anyone take my advice? Of course not, because everyone thinks this is a joke. If it's not about something that's not important, people just seem like they're not paying attention. Or let me rephrase that. If it's something that's so silly and minute, it seems like that's what you're paying attention to, but nobody's paying attention to the overall picture here at hand. we may be in the midst of going into a big W with 3 other countries that I could think of offhand, and no one's paying attention. Everybody's worried about everything else but, and this you should be worried about, because we are going to be up against some heavy hitters. And the fact that right now we can't get our shipments down through the canal without fighting to get it through. And I also seen on CNN that the cost of securing these shipments to get them through this canal, that cost is going to hit you, the consumer. So pay attention. Please pay attention. It makes me so upset when no one's actually focusing on what's important here. Now, another thing we need to discuss, Donald Trump. Donald Trump. I could say his name because I'm not going to say anything bad about him. Because I actually, for those who are new to the room, actually like Donald Trump at one time. So there's no shade here, none at all. But I do want to bring a few facts to light here. A, the bloody hand. Let me see if I could get that up here on the screen. That bloody hand that everyone was going wild about was just like insane. There it is. I finally figured it out. Yay. So here in this picture is the bloody hand. Okay. And I don't know if you could even see it, but it's funny. It wasn't funny. So anyhow, he allegedly fell according to whoever was around. I don't think he fell. And I'm gonna tell you why. That the actual site on the fingertip that he had right there looks to me like maybe he has a diabetic problem. Like he was testing his blood sugar, or maybe he's on some type of blood thinner, which would need the finger prick. I don't think he fell. So, from my experience with working, as I said, for a long time in a doctor's office, that when they get that finger prick, a lot of people just put a cotton ball there and apply a little bit of pressure, and usually it'll stop the bleed. But maybe in his case, since he's a little older, his blood's a little thinner, that maybe after he applied the pressure, threw the cotton ball out, he just started to rebleed again. I don't think it was as serious and as wild as these accusations and assumptions that have gone all around the internet. I honestly think that maybe he's just diabetic and he was testing his blood sugar. I wouldn't be surprised if he was diabetic. I don't know what the big issue was. Again, it's another way to draw your focus away from important matters at hand. Now, with that being said, let me say this. Like within the last hour or so, Ronda Santis has dropped out of the political race and he has now endorsed the former President Trump. And I'm thinking, like, oh, okay, well, that's good. So that narrows it down to 2. Maybe they could take this crap off my TV because that's where I'm at with it. Okay, I am literally like not enthused by the topic of talking about Donald Trump every single day. We do not need to discuss a former president every single day. We got too much crap going on right now. Now, for those of you who have just entered the chat, I'm discussing the fact that shipment containers, the shipping containers that come through the canal from these various countries that we depend on vitally as a society have gone up to $70,000 just to ship one container, just one. That is a tremendous amount of monies to ship something. And where is that going? Where's the cost going to offset? It's going to offset onto the consumer. We are going to be the ones that are paying for the cost of the security to get these people, because there's people on board on some of these ships and things that bring these containers. We're going to, be on these ship, pay for the people on the ship. We're going to pay for the security of the people on the ship. And then we're going to have to actually um, pay for the goods once it hits the store, which is going to be like an increased cost. It's probably going to triple the cost of anything. And what I noticed is when I was in Sam's the other day, that every single item in Sam's Club has gone up by $5. Every single item, from the rice, from the dish liquid to everything. So we are in for a rude awakening if we do not start paying attention. If you haven't noticed, gas is back on the rise. You want to know why? Because we're about to be in something serious and nobody's paying attention. They're too busy talking about. I should have pulled that up. The old guy, there was an older gentleman. He used to be some type of something for Bill Clinton, and he was on an interview on someone's show, and a guy with his boxers and a white tight top walked in, and they lost sight of the fact that they were talking about the election, and they started talking about the guy in his boxers with the white tee. And I'm like, okay. Like, why is that a big thing? He had somebody walking through. It's probably his son or something, but no, everybody started thinking the exact opposite, thinking like real naughty. And I'm like, what the what? Like, why are we talking about this? We're in the middle of a recession that nobody's talking about. They keep saying the jobs are up, the numbers are up, but are they up? Like, can anybody provide accurate proof? Because from where I'm sitting in the city that I'm sitting in, I cannot tell. Okay. I cannot tell. And then, furthermore, another thing they were talking about lately is how Nikki Haley is going against Donald now. No, no, no. This is just a way for them to actually draw attention to what's really happening. The fact that a former president has more indictments than probably El Chapo at this point. Okay. The fact of the matter is that if he gets in, say the former president gets in, my concern is that for all the actual criminals out there, they're going to do whatever because they're seeing it play out on live television. That scares me. That scares me. We already have the big H trafficking going on. We have the big G violence. We have all these things happening right now, right in front of us. And if we say that doing bad, you could be president, it's on like Donkey Kong. On like Donkey Kong from there. People are going to just do whatever. They're already having a go of it right now, and it makes me sick. Okay. So they're just putting everything in your face right now so that you can be blinded by the foolery. Okay. They're putting it in your face so you can be blinded by the foolery. Pay attention. Stay woke. I'll say it. Stay woke. And I just found out what woke really meant. So I just really feel like disgusted by the fact that we have someone who's as powerful as the former president who is setting such a bad example for the rest of the world. And now everybody's just going to do whatever they want. Whatever they want. What do you guys think about this whole scenario? I see that somebody telling me to really join the team. What's up? Join the team. And yeah, I know we're all poor at this point. I mean, the way things are going, gas is high, food is high. You know, if you have medical expenses, the medical expenses are high. And while you guys are here, I am excited to tell you I am going to probably do an episode of, not probably, I will be doing an episode of how to actually read your explanation of benefits from the doctors, because you know no one goes through that. They just send all this stuff to you. You're looking at it. It's like calligraphy. You don't know what's going on. And so we're going to break that down. Now, also, uh, I'd like to discuss with you guys the fact that uh, who is it? Tim Scott. Tim Scott and I don't know about the governor of New Jersey, Christie. I don't know if he's actually endorsed Trump yet because I know he didn't endorse Haley. Bottom line is, I'm just over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. And you want to know what else I'm over? Valentine's Day already. Yep, over Valentine's Day. Okay. Again, why do people run out and spend millions of dollars? I think that's $1 billion day, Valentine's Day. Which one of you is out there buying flowers, candy, and getting teddy bears and doing all that stuff? Meanwhile, you got about 2,500 in your bank account or less, and now you'll be out there buying all that stuff. Nobody? What? Uh, you, Mr. Electric? Electric? I thought you were supposed to throw that away. What are we throwing away? I'm lost. I'm sorry. I'm over here just in the auto zone. What are we throwing away? Oh well, let me know because I have no idea. All I have to say is I'm so tired of hearing about Trump, Haley, DeSantis. I'm tired of hearing about Sleepy Joe. I'm tired of hearing about it all. I'm done. Okay. I am officially done with it. I do not want to hear anything else about these people because the important things that are going on, they're not talking about it. The cost of medication going up, everything's just up, but our paychecks are the same. Make that make sense. Oh, no, not boneless pizza. Oh my goodness. Do you guys have anything you want to add in reference to what is going on to society in this society with all this foolery? I am just so over it. I'm watching SNL and they're doing skits on political stuff. I don't want to hear anything else about politics. I'm mad as heck that it's snowing outside. I have not seen one sled, but I've seen thousands of bags of soil in Sam's Club. I'm like, this does not make sense. I don't know what's going on. I'm just over it. I'm over it. I'm not buying Valentine's Day for nothing for anyone. I love people, but I mean, I have to prioritize. This is the time to save. This is the time to save. I'm just over it. I'm over it. And I can understand at this point why people do not vote. I understand now. I'm tired of the notifications on my phone about it, and then you get the notifications on your phone, then you look at the television. It just does not make sense. It's overwhelming. It's overwhelming. When is there going to be something positive on here? Anything positive on here? No. Everything's like a fight. There's they're talking about Diddy right now. Oh, Diddy wants to release the name of the lady that's accusing him. I don't know what that's going to do, especially if you did whatever you did. And I'm still listening to Uncle Murder. And he said what he said, and I stand behind him. He seems to have a pretty clear insight to what was going on with you and Cassie. So I don't know. Let's see here. I don't think it never will. Everyone loves drama. Oh my gosh. I'm doomed. I'm doomed. I live a pretty normal life. I am doomed, Mr. Buckets. Mrs. Buckets, I don't know. I'm doomed. Because I live a pretty much normal, what I consider normal life. And I just don't understand. Oh, we're in the state of Pennsylvania for anyone who's new to the stream. I don't usually tell people where I live at. I just say I live in the East because I technically live in the East. So we're in Pennsylvania and the minimum wage here is $7.25. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. I believe it's still $7.25 You could barely get a gallon of milk with $7.25. You could barely get a gallon of milk. And don't think you're getting a loaf of bread, especially if you eat the bread I eat. You're not getting both for $7. Are you kidding me? So I'm just curious. Oh, or eggs. Yeah, you're right. Or eggs. We're not getting that either. At this point, we're just like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know. I feel like we're just bad in time for something catastrophic to happen. And I hate to be like this conspiracy theorist person. It's just like out of control. Out of control. Big Joe want everyone to buy an electric car. He don't care if gas go up. Big Sleepy Joe better calm down. you, you know what makes me mad about this too is that they're both senior citizens and they say whatever they want. But as soon as you say something about them, they go off. They go off and they go hard. They go super hard on you. Like they don't even care. And as far as buying an electric car, I don't know if you watched my SoCal thing, but we had rented an electric car and they don't tell you that when you get the electric car that most of the gas stations are not equipped with the chargers to charge the car. So you're going to be riding around on one volt to trying to get to where you're trying to get to. And there's no respect my elder. Oh, respect my elders. I do. I respect all them old ones. I just know they say whatever they want to say, and I can't wait till I'm their age so I can say whatever I want to say. Or do I do it now? I think I got to do it now. I don't care. I feel like if you don't say what you need to say, then it turns you into something that you aren't trying to be. And meaning, if you hold your feelings in, you start getting depressed. So I just say whatever comes on my mind at the time. Whatever. They're OGs and their own respects, I guess, because they they're original gangsters at killing the economy. Tell me something I don't know about that. Yeah, because that's where I'm thinking they're original gangsters at. But I'm like, they've been blowing my phone up. Oh, he fell. Oh, and don't forget he's in court with the lady that he that already got him for a couple million. Now, I forget her name. See how important it is. I forget. Jean Carroll. Jean Carroll. She's being sued by Jean Carroll again. And I'm thinking to myself, this is all crazy. Everybody's still wearing white after Labor Day. There's a lot going on. There is just too much going on. What's going on in you guys' world? Anything we should be discussing before I jump off of here? We're coming up on 23 minutes and 42 seconds. Man, them seconds is rolling. It's like 46 seconds now. Anything else going on besides Cat Williams still causing chaos out in the social media sphere? Cat been going hard on everybody. Everybody got their panties in a bunch because Cat has been clawing her eyes out. And I'm here for it. I believe him. I believe him. Who got shot? Who got? I don't even know if I can say that on here. Who got what? What's going on, Buckets? While we wait for Buckets to reply, anybody else got anything going on? Because I can tell you what I got going on. I don't know if any of you guys actually. Blueface is in jail for what? Let me know. Let me look this up real quick. Why is Blueface in jail? For being silly? I can't stand him. What about this? Taylor Swift. I read this earlier, and I wasn't even going to say anything about it because I like Taylor. I like Taylor Swift because she's all about the people, like Miss T. And I've read that people are now concerned for her well being with her being in a relationship with Travis Kelce, all based off of something that his mother said in an interview. And it was something so like random and not threatening that I can't believe that they're making this into an issue. They're like, her fans are concerned. They don't want them together anymore. And I'm like, what? Because he yelled at his mom during Christmas time, and the way she said it was in a joking manner. Mom said he yelled at her. Like, are you kidding me? Who's jumping on what game? Well, she's jumping at the game right now. Yeah, well, apparently they got in an argument around Christmas time, and the fans are concerned. Your fans didn't need to know that you got an argument. Sheesh. When you're in a relationship, you will get in an argument. And that might be kind of normal to have a healthy debate every now and again, and it makes for great other stuff too. Now, Blueface, I just say Blueface. Let me see. Why is he in jail? He's not scheduled to be released from jail until the summer. You didn't say that. You did not say that. He got to stay in jail. According to TMZ, Blueface is not scheduled to get out of jail until later this summer. Oh my God. How's he going to support his baby? Or is that not his baby? Did they ever figure that out? Because I don't know. He's behind bars for a probation violation, and he got hauled into court over the last week. And now we learned he's not due to get out for months, in fact. And this is due to the assault case. Was that at a bowling alley or something like that? I think he was at a bowling alley when a fight broke out or something. I think back in the summer, and there was so much damage to. Was it a bowling alley? Anybody read this before? What's she going crazy for him for? She need to figure out what's going on between her and Tamar. I don't understand it. I don't understand it at all. I am not going crazy over no man that knocked my tooth out. Okay, point blank. Period. He knocked her tooth clear out her mouth and told her she looked sexier that way, and she believed him. That's like someone saying, "Oh, what color is the sky?" You say red. Okay, like, ma'am, pay attention. And how's she raising this baby? Did anybody see her and her fake advertisement on Hollywood Unlocked? Because that was weird. Okay, that was weird. She's talking about promoting this healthcare or something with Hollywood Unlocked, and how she was going to be taking her baby there. The baby's pulling away from her. The baby's going like this. Like, the baby didn't want anything to do with her. Like, ma'am, who are you? The baby didn't know who she was. I wish I could find that and pull that up. I'm not that good on here yet, but I promise I'm getting better. Blueface is trash, and the baby is the one that was at the bowling alley. Oh no, there was something with Blueface. He had to pay a couple million for breaking up this establishment. I thought that was at a bowling alley too for some reason. It goes down at the bowling alleys. I didn't realize so many people still went bowling. Balls are too heavy for me. Who's crippled? Oh, can you say that? Oh, I don't know nothing about that. Blueface is trash, and people love that trash. That's crazy. I was sitting here talking to my husband about like my talking points and different things that I could discuss. And I feel like I put so much effort into it and I don't feel like I'm seeing the progress that I want to make. It's so discouraging. But I'm going to stay in there because I'm a fighter. Okay. So I'm a fighter. Can't go nowhere without being ready. Oh, yeah, I know. On site. On site. I see now. He can't even rap on beat. I never heard any. I didn't. Blueface really was a rapper. I had no idea. I had no idea. None. Because if he's a rapper, I can't name one song. There's like 5 people that I heard rap that I can't name one song. And then when I say I don't know them, like I do a Mariah Carey, and a lot of people like never heard of them. And when I do that, they're like, yes, she did. Kevin Gates, never heard of him. Who's Barbie? Listen to Barbie? No. Nicki Minaj? Nicki Minaj? No. Is that who the Barbie is? I don't know. I don't know that. No. No, I don't know who the Barbie is. I did hear a new Dreezy song the other day that I thought was pretty good. Um, and I only know one song that she's in, and it's because she's in it with T-Pain. Nikki's a Barbie. Oh, that's the name of the song. I don't know. I see. I'm not down. I'm not down. I just know that there's been a lot of times put into trying to get these videos together, and it's just like, and don't get me started with TikTok. If anyone out there in this atmosphere has some tips for me for TikTok, go over to Who's TTV. That's WHOSTTV on TikTok and critique my videos. Comments like we're having tonight are like great because it helps boost people looking at your video. Now, I did not write anything down tonight because there was nothing to write down. I can sit here and tell you for hours all the things that exhaust me. You already heard me say the other day that I quit my job after 22 years because I'm exhausted. I'm just tired of the foolishness that's going on. And I can't be on here cussing and doing all those things because I'm not yet monetized and I still want to provide a certain type of I don't know. That's just my character. I don't want that to be flawed by any means. So I cannot be on here acting a fool. But for the record, I'm just tired of everything lately. I don't know what it is. I can't put my head on it. I haven't really like done anything with myself lately, but I'm getting back to me. I'm just over it a lot. I can say that again. You said it too fast. Okay. It takes time and it takes patience. Thank you, Buckets. It takes time and it takes patience. I agree. And I said that too fast. After 22 years, I have decided to leave my career. I have decided to leave my career after 22 years because it is overrated. The fact that you can be at a job for that long, have 5 to 10 hats at one time, only get compensated for one thing, it is overwhelming. So, with that being said, that can be the reason for a very big fatigue. That's why I'm fatigued. I'm fatigued with politics. I am fatigued with notifications on my phone. I'm just fatigued about everything. I'm even fatigued about the food we have to eat. We eat the same food every day. Like, I don't care how I try to change it up or mix it up. I just feel like I'm just like stuck with certain things, and it's just been overwhelming. The TikTok channel is, I'm going to type it down here in the chat. I don't know if anybody knows this. I think it's Who's He TV. TV. Yeah. Oh, no, that's not right. Who's He TV. That's it. This is it. The second one. The second one, that's it. I don't even know if I could try to pull it up on here so we could like break down some of these analytics. Let me see if I could get that going. So we could break down some of these videos while we're on this live. Because this makes sense. That have someone else look at this stuff with me. So give me a second here. Give me a second. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. So this is my profile on TikTok. Let me see. Share screen. Amidst on TikTok. Okay. This is my profile on TikTok. Okay. Now I need to read this from my phone because I can't do both at the same time. The screen looks blurry to me and it's too little because you know your girl is blind. Barely making it. So I have 137 followers on TikTok. Apparently, you do not do good on TikTok when you are talking about things of substance. I think my niece told me yesterday that people enjoy watching people eat. I was appalled. I was appalled. Like, you mean to tell me that someone eating food gets millions of subscribers versus me talking about health? Like, if I get on here and talk about warning signs about the thyroid disease, about diabetes, those are things you need to know because every year people die from these things. So I'm thinking to myself, like, how in the world is it possible that someone wants to sit and see someone eat a plate of food? I'm gonna try it because she said that's what people are into. That's trying to get people to pull to the page, but that just seems crazy to me. I could give you like chronicles on people not taking a bath, but how many people would be into that? Like, I went to Walmart the other day. I was very upset. I kept telling my husband, like, we got to get out this aisle. We got to get out this aisle because nobody's taking a shower no more. I don't get it. Mukbangs? What's mukbang? Uh, please elaborate for the old lady talking on the live. Yeah, but anyhow, I have 3 videos that are pinned to my account. The first video has 7,626 views. I don't know how many likes are on this one. I'll click on it. I have 436 likes. If I could get 436 likes off a video, how is it possible that these people do not follow the channel? That would get me closer to my goal out of these 436. Also, thank you guys for hanging in there for me. We're coming out on about almost 40 minutes on this live. According to some of these YouTube professionals, it's good to be on the live this long and get to connect with your base. But I don't know. The fact that you guys are talking and chit-chatting with me is making me feel a lot better and it's giving me things to talk about. So that's great. So what's going on when you sit down and eat and talk? Yeah, that's weird though. You're not even supposed to talk with your mouth full. So how much of the video are they actually speaking? Let me know. Let me know. You need to update with new things. They've been doing mukbangs for years now. What is the mukbang? Is that what they're calling sitting down and eating and talking? Am I getting it? Eat more than talking. I'm done. I'm done. I'm like really done here. Of course, you would eat more than talk. Well, me too. Me too. Maybe I'll try it. I need to eat something because I ate one thing today. Um, yeah, I haven't had an appetite because I feel like I'm eating the same stuff over and over, and for some reason my nose is stuffy. I don't get it. Oh, yes, 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 yes. That's it. Okay, mukbang is people eating and talking. Well, I cook every day, so maybe I'll be a mukbanger. I don't know. I felt like it would be easier for me to talk about something that I'm already familiar with, but it seems like the things that most adults would be thinking about, they're not thinking about. Everybody's out playing tiddlywinks and uh, what's going on? You think rating the food for YouTube would be great? All right, well, maybe that's a go. I have a food channel called Paper Plated. I haven't been over there. I had a production team, they ran out on me. But I was going to start doing videos showing me cooking in the kitchen. I cook a lot. I don't mind it really. Um, since I've been doing it for so long. Maybe I could start doing tutorials on easy cooking because I try to make meals in like 20 minutes or less. Because, yeah, it's a lot. Like right in every restaurant. Well, I've been everywhere in this area as far as food. My favorite brunch place is what is that place called? I can't think of it. If you're in Pittsburgh, my favorite brunch place is so you might run into Miss T over there is the lot. It's in Oakmont and it's right next to the train tracks. And it's funny, I've been there several times and I've never heard a train go by. I've seen them, but I never heard them on the inside of the restaurant. So that's a good note that they're well insulated. They're well insulated. So that's a good note. Yeah, maybe I could rate restaurants. I don't know. I don't like half of the food. That's why I cook at home in the first place. Like when I was younger, I didn't mind going out. It was nice. Kids, my children were home, and it would be a nice break if you got to go out after working all day and they're at school and you just want to get food in them right away. It was nice to go sit down and have dinner at a restaurant. Now it's just two of us, and come a couple days, I'm not going to work anymore. So yeah, it's going to be on like Donkey Kong in here. I'm gonna start doing videos of things that my husband and I do since we don't have any kids at home. Is that a thing? Is that a niche? I don't even. Better yet, here's something too. I watched a video earlier today where the lady was saying that you did not have to have a niche anymore. She was saying that you can have something called a target audience persona. So I was thinking about getting into that. What's the frowny face for? Is that a frowny face? Like they have some more breaks and days off. Yeah. Uh, yeah. It don't seem like the kids go to school enough. Back in the day, I know people get mad when I say this, but back in the day, I don't remember having half of these holidays off because they weren't really holidays. And I talk about that all the time too. Like, excuse me. So now we have. I must. I think I'm coming down with something. Anyhow, we did not have Grandparents' Day, Sisters' Day, Siblings' Day, Brothers' Day, whatever all these dang on holidays and makeshift things is just another ploy by the big government for you to spend your money. I think I think I have to cut this live in 15 minutes. 15 minutes, I gotta be done. I don't know what's happening over here. But yeah. So anyhow, another thing that's going on. Any other things going on rather? They're talking about Monday out of school for kids 4 days a week. Well, they never came up with the 4 day work week. 4 days a week work week. Yeah, you ain't lying. Now that part right there. Yeah, they want you to work more hours, less money, more jobs, less money, all these things, costs going up, and still you have no money. Now, why that's not important to people on TikTok or university, I don't know. This is real, people. This is real. This is important. I feel like knowledge is like everything, and I'm just saying you don't have to go to school to attain knowledge. You could be on TikTok University and attain some knowledge, but if you're not looking up the right description, you're just wasting space in your brain, as a wise man told me. Why waste that space in your brain? Why? And then, the number one trending thing every day since I learned how to look up trends has been gaming. Gaming. There's not even a space for what I'm trying to introduce to anyone. There's not even a space for health and wellness. There's not a space for talking about ways to keep your mind, body, and soul intact. There's not a space for that, are there? Like if you click and you go down through YouTube and everything, you will see if you're making videos, if you're a content creator, if you're making videos, they'll go from like entertainment, arts and crafts. There's how-to videos on style. There is nothing pertaining about health and wellness. Why? Because this is a money grab. It is a money grab at its finest, okay? And I know because, again, I worked in a hospital for a long time. So I know it's a money grab. If you're not healthy, if you're not being mindful of your well being, that's all types of money being spent at all times. So pay attention. I'm serious. Pay attention. And I'm really scared for what's happening this year. I don't want Joe Biden, and I definitely don't want the former president either. And it's not no shade to either one of them. It's not that I don't like either one of them because I don't know them to like them, but I'm worried about our country. If I have to reiterate this several times, if the former president gets in office and he is indicted of whatever crimes they're saying he has done, then that is going to send a signal to every degenerate that we got in the country that they can do whatever they want to do because they've seen it play out in the media. And nobody's watching, nobody's paying attention, nobody cares like that this is happening. This is crazy to me. This is so crazy to me. Oh, you think he's in? Why don't they get someone under 70? Well, they tried it with Ron, but Ron's down in Florida causing that chaos down there. And tonight he said, I'm out. That sum it up, he's out. So now it's down to Donald and the lady that didn't know the facts about slavery. Joe Biden's slow. He's lying on Trump. I think both of them have had a little bit of a cognitive decline. I honestly think both of them have had a little bit of a cognitive decline because they both get on there, they get the rambling, and they go crazy. They go crazy. They be like, uh, yeah. And he was like, yeah. And Nikki Haley, and she did this. And I'm like, man, that was Nancy Pelosi. Like, what is happening? Dude, get your facts straight before you go up here. But it's okay for him to get up there and tell all the lies in the world. It's okay for Joe to get up there and talk about Bidenomics, and I still don't know what the hell Bidenomics is. If anybody knows, let me know, because I have no idea. I have no idea. When they're up there talking about all these things, welfare reform, this, that, and the third, none of that stuff applies to me. What are you doing for the middle class people of America? They can never tell you that. They're like, oh, what's going on with Buffalo? 15 minutes is up. Go Buffalo. 15 minutes ain't up. You get off of here. 15 minutes wasn't up. That was about a good 5. You go Buffalo. I don't. Is that who we're rooting for? I don't think so. I ain't rooting for none of them. I never believed in watching none of that football. I'm not interested. Go Chiefs. Oh my. It's a fight in the chat, guys. It's a fight in the chat. I thought the Chiefs would probably take it too, to be honest. And I said, wouldn't it have been nice if Taylor Swift would have been asked to do the Super Bowl this year to go along with her boo? But nobody seemed to understand any of that. But anyway, let's recap real quick. What are we going to do? We're going to pay attention. I'm putting, you know what? I'm in the chat. You guys are getting out of control. Y'all are the mess. Y'all are the mess. Keep this chat full. I love it. I love it. I put go green down there. You want to know why I'm putting go green? Not because I want you to go green and get rid of all your bags like Aldi and all these cities saying, you know what, we're cutting back on plastic. I put go green because I'm looking for the money at this point. Go green because all this stuff is going up. You think Taylor's pregnant or she'll get pregnant? I don't think Taylor will get pregnant. I don't think she's going to stop her bag for him. She makes it look so easy. Go ahead, Taylor. We like you over here at Who's CTV. If you come back to Pittsburgh, stop by. We'd love to have you on our show. No, I don't think she's going to get pregnant. I don't think so. She does not need to be up there singing. Wow. Anyway, the recap. We're going to start paying attention. If you see something on television that seems funny or like way off topic from the initial discussion at hand and they try to pivot and change what they're discussing to make it about something that has nothing to do with the subject, please do not fall victim to that. Please do not fall victim to that. Also, as a reminder, on Tuesday at 8 p.m., we will discuss insomnia. Some people are suffering from insomnia, such as myself, and I feel that it would be a great topic of discussion. I don't know who we need to get in contact with, but I am going to reach out to someone at YouTube and figure out why health and wellness or health and beauty are not on the list as far as things we can characterize our videos under. I feel like the people that I want to be in a space with in reference to health do not have access to my videos. And I'm not sure how these other companies or other content creators are getting their message out about health and well being if there's no category for it. So, if you guys are aware of someone who may be able to help with that, that would be great. That would be great. So, With that being said, check me out on TikTok. I'm on Instagram at Who's CTV. Or I think you could just type in Miss T and will come up on Instagram as well. I just joined Threads. I don't know what Threads is about. I just heard that it's like the new X and people are on there going crazy. If you have a gaming channel, get on Threads. Everybody who's everybody will follow you and promote your stuff across every platform. And I noticed it firsthand. I have people sending me their music and everything. The guy was from like Denmark or uh, he was from somewhere else and sent me his music to listen to, and it was so good. And I felt so honored that he entrusted in me to listen to his music, especially since he's a new artist. Um, and he's a producer as well. So I listened to a few of his songs and it was nice. Oh, thank you. I had a blast too. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys spending time with me this Sunday evening. And I don't know if I'm coming down with something or not. So I do not want to promise that I'll be back with another video tomorrow. But even if I'm sick, if you want to hear my clogged up nose, I'll be back. Let me know in the chat. I'll be back. If anybody wants to deal with it. So just the recap again, we talked about Donald Trump and why he's fighting with everybody. And it's exhausting for the people that want to vote for him and the people who aren't going to vote because of it. It's exhausting. I am literally fatigued at the idea of voting this year. And we're not even close. And better yet, pay attention to the cost of gas, milk, eggs, bread, regular staples. If you have not followed Miss T's advice from previous episodes, please do so at this time. Stock up on canned goods and non perishable items. We are in the midst of entering a big W, a big W. If you can't see it with the cost of shipping containers going up to $70,000 just to secure that it can get down the canal, the fact that the gas prices are going up, Biden's pushing electric cars. Everyone has an agenda, but the agenda is not in the right place. It's not for the people. We, the people, deserve better. We deserve better. So I just want to take that time to encourage you to pay attention. Don't fall for the false narratives that they're putting out there because you're smarter than that. So until next time, keep on sipping. And thanks for the people that said get better. And oh yeah, I know COVID's still out there. I don't even know if you're allowed to say COVID on here, but it is what it is. COVID, RSVP, as I've been calling it. So I didn't get flagged. Those things are definitely still out there. They started masking back at my hospital where I worked back on December the 20th. So yeah, all these things are still out there, and you have to be mindful of who you're around. If someone's sneezing and that sneeze sounds wet, that means particles are getting in the air. You need to get out of Dodge. Get out of Dodge. And I haven't been around. Oh, I was outside yesterday. I like to take this time as well to say that my sister-in-law had a catastrophic loss yesterday. She lost her entire home. Everything she ever loved as far as pictures, her pets, her little fur babies, everything yesterday. So if you can donate to her GoFundMe, it would be appreciated. It's listed under Chica Johnson. Someone help me in the chat if you know GoFundMe information. If you want to reach out to her directly, she is on TikTok. She is a creator over there. She's at CHOCK OHNSOM45. I will put that down in the chat if you want to send her some words of inspiration, or if you want to donate something if you're in the Pittsburgh area, it would be greatly appreciated. She is the strongest woman I know. I actually put this on my Facebook yesterday. She's like one of the strongest women I know. And she would give anyone the shirt off her back at any time. And she did not deserve this. She did not deserve this. So if you can donate, that would be great. If you want to send her some words of hope, inspiration, the motivation to help with the rebuilding process, that would be great. She is currently putting a thank you. She is currently putting a child through college, and that cost, I'm sure, with the cost of everything that she's lost, it will be climbing. So if you have the means to, that would be great. If you don't, we understand. Keep us in prayer, because it was just too much. It really was. So I thank you guys for joining. We did it. It was an hour, 1 minute, 7 seconds, and I'm out.